Welcome to Healing with Hillary, where we awaken the healer within. If you're ready to align your body, mind, and spirit, you're in the right place. Loving Aligned 6. How timing shapes intimacy, what creates emotional distance, and how to love them without rushing their becoming. Loving a Line 6 partner requires patience and respect for a life process that unfolds in stages. Line 6s are not meant to arrive fully formed early in life. They evolve, they observe, they integrate, and over time they step into wisdom that is earned, not assumed. Many misunderstandings with Line 6s come from expecting clarity, commitment, or emotional availability before they have reached the phase where those qualities are naturally accessible. Love feels safe to a Line 6 when their timing is trusted. How a Line 6 experiences love. A Line 6 experiences love through respect, spaciousness, and emotional maturity. They are deeply perceptive and often aware of long-term patterns in themselves and others. Because of this, they tend to move carefully in relationships. They feel loved when they are not rushed to define things before they are ready. When allowed to take time, reflect, and observe, they can show up with depth and presence. Pressure, however, disrupts their clarity. Line 6s also experience love when their perspective is honored. They often see things from a higher vantage point and may need time to articulate what they are sensing. Being dismissed or told they are overthinking erodes trust quickly. As they mature, Line 6s become steady, dependable, and deeply committed. But that commitment emerges naturally when the relationship has had time to prove itself. What threatens and frightens a Line 6 in love? The greatest threat to a Line 6 is being rushed into a version of themselves they have not yet become. Pressure to commit, perform emotionally, or make long-term decisions prematurely can cause them to withdraw. Line 6s can also feel unsafe when they are idealized. Being placed on a pedestal creates pressure to live up to an image, rather than being allowed to grow organically. When they inevitably fall short of that ideal, shame or disengagement can follow. Another fear trigger is being expected to always be wise or composed. Line 6s are human. When they are not allowed to struggle or question without losing respect, they may hide their uncertainty. At the core, a Line 6 fears that love will require them to be something they are not yet ready to be. How the not-self shows up for a Line 6. When a Line 6 does not feel safe, the not-self often appears as emotional distance. They may withdraw, disengage, or observe from afar rather than participate fully. In some cases, they may adopt a subtle sense of superiority as a protective mechanism. This is not arrogance. It is an attempt to stay safe by staying above emotional entanglement. Others may disengage entirely, deciding it is safer to be alone than to be rushed or misunderstood. These patterns are not signs of lack of care. They are responses to environments that do not honor timing. How to love a Line 6 better. Loving a Line 6 well means slowing down emotionally, even if the relationship feels good. Allow clarity to emerge over time rather than forcing it. Trust their process. If they need time to observe or reflect, give it freely. Do not interpret their caution as lack of interest. Avoid idealizing them. Appreciate their insight without expecting perfection. Allow them to be uncertain, evolving, and human. Create emotional spaciousness. Let conversations unfold naturally rather than demanding immediate resolution. Line 6s engage more deeply when they do not feel cornered. Most importantly, be patient. A line 6 offers long-term depth, stability, and wisdom, but only when they are allowed to grow into it at their own pace. How to support a line 6 when they are stressed. When a line 6 partner is stressed, they need space to integrate without feeling abandoned. They need reassurance that taking time does not threaten the relationship. A supportive response sounds like, "Take the time you need," "I trust your process," or "We don't have to figure this out right now." Low-pressure presence is key. Staying emotionally available without demanding engagement helps them re-enter connection willingly. Closing perspective. A line 6 is not withholding love, they are refining it. When their timing is honored and their humanity is respected, they become some of the most stable and devoted partners over time. Loving a line 6 is not about acceleration. It is about trusting the unfolding. Continue learning about how human design impacts your relationship in the Conscious Love Blueprint. The link is in the video description.